Taking it back, Better Than Before, Deekline featuring Asha Rae and PSG, who I've got in the studio. Now let's talk to you first, PS.
What's happening?
And what's going on with you, Asha?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Good, man. Good. It's good to have you in here. I'm glad that we've made this happen. This tune is sounding good, man.
It's alright, isn't it? It's a little banger.
It's not bad. So it's Deekline. How did that come about then?
I can't actually remember if he contacted us or we contacted him.
Yeah.
He sent us over some music. He heard Asha. Everyone's doing a bit of buzzing about Asha, and he sent over some music really.
Yeah.
And we got into the studio and we done it. And we kind of, I wasn't going to record on it. I'm managing Asha, so I wasn't really going to do anything about that.
Yeah.
And he was like, Paul, man, just do a little bit on it. And I was like, listen, I ain't doing it. And
I'm
like,
not
come
surprised,
on,
man.
Just do another little bit and that. And then he's done it. And I actually, when I heard it, I was like, bruv, you got to take me off, man. Come on. You got to take me off. And it was just like that. And it has really grown on me. Do you get what I mean? Really grown on me. So
I think that's
the game.
That's quite cool of you, really, because you could have been like, nah, I'm going to be all over this track. I understand Deekline, he's got a PS in the studio. I mean, I would be like, bro, you're on it, I don't care. Even if we're going to fall out over it, I'm putting you on it, man. So we got PSG in the studio, legendary garage MC of how many years now?
Oh, mate, it must be
20?
20 odd, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, when did you start? I'm assuming, like most of the guys in the scene, you started in jungle.
Nah, well, I started as a rapper, really. Do you know what I mean? From LL Cool J and Run DMC, and then it kind of went into. I'm a raver. That's what I am. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it developed into jungle. Then I was on Cool FM.
See, I knew there would be a jungle influence.
I was on Cool FM, and then it just kind of went from there, basically.
Because even your style, the I don't know what you call it, the vocal stabs, has a jungly kind of vibe to it. From that era. Yeah. Asha, how about you? So your brand, can we call you a new artist, or is that rude of me?
No, yeah, sure. Call me.
I mean, no artist is new, because obviously it takes you a while to get.
Yeah, of course, but I'm grafting now. I'd say I'm on the come up right now. So I'm relatively new. I would say I took it seriously the past year or so since I met PSG, aka Paul.
Yeah.
My manager.
Yes.
That's probably when it all kind of got a little bit serious. But prior to that, like him, I'm actually I came on a house scene, so I'm from an underground raving scene, and that's kind of like my audience. But I was on a cruise ship as a singer as well.
Oh, so, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you're underground.
So I've always been singing, but like I said, the past years when it really got quite serious.
What's the maddest thing that ever happened on a cruise ship when you were on it?
Do you know what? Yeah, performing on a moving ship alone is difficult.
Do you get seasick? I mean, I'm a bit scared of cruise ships.
Because
I don't know.
It's so wide, because the ships are so big.
Yeah.
You just feel a little bit tipsy. You don't really fit too much. But when we was performing, we was at the back of the ship, and that's the most rocky part.
Yeah.
So that is the difficult. Even just to stand still, it's hard. But dancing is a little bit more easier because you're moving with it. But yeah, no, it was amazing.
And you're doing the kind of tipsy drunken master thing where it's like
having to stand still is really hard though, especially in hills. But it's good. It was good training and experience for me. I was only 18, 19. So it was good.
Do all the staff kind of have little hijinks with each other, little romances and stuff? That's what I assume, right? That on these ships.
Do you know what?
Isn't there a rule that they're not allowed to?
No, not at all. You're on board for a year.
Yeah.
So you're away from home in this little bubble, if you like to say it like that, and it's like you kind of do form relationships, really close relationships, living in people's pockets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you are really, really close with your team. Because everyone had their own department. You have I was on the show team, then you have an entertainment team, you have kids team, stuff with the kids that come on board, and restaurant and all different sort of departments. So you are really tight with them. You do everything together. So you do everything together.
So you came into the music scene, how did you get your kind of first startings? You've done the cruise ship thing.
Yeah.
Did you go to music school or did you do anything like that?
Yeah, I went to college. I went to 2 different colleges, but I went to a college called ICMP. It's a music college in Kilburn. I went there for a year but had to leave because I was going on board.
Yeah.
It's funny how the cruise ship came about. Anyway, I actually won a competition on Sky One, and that gave me the contract to go on the cruise ship. But when I came off the cruise ship, jumped straight on the house scene, raving, and then I met this guy.
So how did you two come about? How did you two meet then?
Well, what happened? My brother, he doesn't got much. He's a fantastic producer and engineer. And I was trying to explain to him about cutting shapes, you know, because he ain't going out.
Yeah.
And he's and I was flicking through, And I see Asha dancing. I thought she was the best. You get what I mean? I thought out of all the people, and I was going to show him, this is what I'm talking about. This is what they're doing out there. And just before I was just going to send him the link, I looked underneath and I thought, is that the same girl singing? No, I could never be. And at the time, I was putting on 100% House. I was doing my own raves. I was booking Pioneer and Mark Radford. So my brain's gone, Paul, you've got a rave.
Yeah.
You've got producers. You've got DJs that can play it. Like, if she can sing and she's on the house scene and she can dance, she looks fantastic. She's beautiful. It's a no-brainer. Do you know what I mean? But then my other part was here saying, Paul, don't get involved. Just leave it. Do you know what I mean? But I thought, so I put out, like you thought, I'm going to start this and then it's just going to go wrong. But at least I can say I tried it. I put out one phone call. Within 5 minutes, I had her number. Do you get what I mean? So I thought, okay. Rang her, and then she was just so positive on the phone. I explained to her, what I just said to you about, look, I've got DJs. I can't promise you the world, but I've got DJs, I've got producers, I've got a scene that we can use, radio station. We might as well give it a little shot. Then I thought, okay, she's a raver, she's going to turn up late, she's going to do all these kind of things, and I can just get rid of it. And I've
got a big U2 up. You're probably the first interview we've had where you've turned up on time.
Yeah,
you deserve a clap for that, because that was amazing.
I'm telling you, that's what it's about. You get what I mean? If you're going to get through in this game, I've done it before, so and I've made a lot of mistakes before, but I feel I know what to do. I wasn't at first, and I was only going to bring her to a level as well. I was going to say, look, I'm going to bring you to a level, and then I'm going to jog you on to someone else that's a bit more experienced. Right. Because I've never managed before.
The idea was to make like 20 songs and then see where it goes.
Yeah, because I think out of 20 you will have 3 bangers. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I went to see, cut long story short, Genius, who manages Katie B, he rang me up and he said, look, I know, because I'm a little bit worried about putting someone's career in your hands. You know what I mean? I could do my own, I can mess up my own career, that's fine. Do you know what I mean? But to do something, he goes to me, Paul, don't worry about it. If you need any help, I managed Katie B. I was in the same position as you a couple of years back. Just ring me and I'll guide you through it. And we didn't even get to 20 songs, man. We put out one song and the phones just started going, the Facebook, the Twitter. Everybody wants a piece of her, you know what I mean? So we've just been thinking on our feet, really. But what we're doing is building a foundation rather than just go, we can, without bragging, we can go, there's people knocking on the door, we can go and get a deal tomorrow. But what's really important, like myself, is that, I've been in the charts, free chart hits or whatever. But when the record labels say, right, we don't want you no more because there's someone new, I've got a fan base or a foundation to go back to. I could just go back to being PSG. And this is what I wanted to help build with Asha. That at the end of the day, like what you said, what I liked earlier, when you said, like, she's creating waves on the house scene. That we're doing that anyway. Do you know what I mean? We're not needing a label to do that for us, you know. And that's what. So God forbid when we get there, because we will get there, and and they decide they want to go a different route, she can always come back down and still do her house stuff. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's more important, just jumping in the deal and them just shelving you.
Labels are kind of almost. I think we're almost at a stage where labels are becoming cliched and passe. Look at, the evidence is all out there. Look at people like, in the hip hop scene, J. Cole putting out an album with zero promotion, 300,000. Drake put that album out. He is Drake, but 500,000 copies. So many people are doing it on the independent route, and I think people are way more knowledgeable about labels now.
That's right.
A deal doesn't really mean all that.
No.
Benny Banks, someone else who had a publishing deal, and then it kind of didn't with Warner, and it didn't really go anywhere, and now he's kind of starting again. K. Coke was with Rock Nation. Fell apart, doesn't it?
Right,
so label deal isn't really the be all and end all. So like you said, that you just have to build up your ground, and they did that with Katie B. They came to her, didn't they?
That's right, and that's the same, like people like Skepta and stuff. We see them all in the charts.
Oh, that's such a good example.
Do you get what I mean? Them boys are just moving, man. Do you know what I'm saying? They're just moving. They don't need anyone. If they get a deal, they'll jump on it. And and then when that's done, they just get back to what they was doing. Do you know what I mean? And that's the position that we definitely want to be in.
Well, let's get into some music. Let's play. Tell me a little bit about this before we play it. So I want to play Take You There. It's San Zero and yourself. Yeah. Now, San Zero, he's the producer, or what is he on this?
Yeah, they produced the track.
Okay. So that's a, what is that, a duo? Is that a group?
It's actually, San Zero is just one guy.
Yeah. Bigging up Chris Samba.
Chris Samba he goes by San Zero, but his name is Chris Samba.
Okay, dope.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this. You're listening to Illatek right here on Westside. I've got Asha Rae, PSG in the studio. Shouts to Aiva Tweets as well. Do you want to introduce your track for us?
Hey, this is Asha Rae on Westside FM, and this is my track, Take You There.